Alabama's WVUA News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Tamika Alexander.
And I'm Lynn Brooks. We begin tonight looking deeper into an issue residents and Fosters are feeling with their local roads.
Residents in Russet Woods, a small subdivision off Lock 9 Road, spoke to the Tuscaloosa County Commission earlier today about problems in their neighborhood. WVUA's Emily Forster has more in tonight's top story.
It's potholes like these that are concerning homeowners across Tuscaloosa County. And District 4 Commissioner Murray says he hopes a plan to repair these issues will soon come together. Pesky potholes and mud caked on fire hydrants. That's what brought homeowners Skip Nicholson and Johnny Gladden to this meeting.
We're having a lot of problems in our subdivision with erosion, and also a lot of potholes, and the ditches are filled up with silt.
Silt that could delay saving a life.
We have a fire hydrant out there that's almost completely buried. If we had a incident out there, it'd take them 20-30 minutes to dig out the fire hydrant.
But it's more than just a hazard. Commissioner Reginald Murray says when problems like these are neglected, homeowners feel the burden.
The residents who purchased those lots and built homes on those lots, they're the ones who are suffering because their streets have not been completed.
Murray says avoiding this issue is no longer an option.
We need to get down there and accept those roads into county road maintenance program so that we can at least salvage what we have down there.
The commission tabled the issue, which means Russet Woods residents will have to wait for a smoother ride. In Foster's, Emily Forster, WVUA News.
Commissioner Don Wallace proposed allocating $600,000 to fixing every subdivision in Tuscaloosa County. Meanwhile, probate judge Hardy McCollum proposed fixing road and maintenance issues on a case-by-case basis. The debate was tabled until the next commission meeting.
A concern some drivers may have going over those potholes is the potential damage done to their vehicles.
Yeah, that's right. According to Dolan Davis, co-owner of Southside Davis Tire, cars are made to handle some pothole impacts, but in some cases, drivers will need tire repairs, even replacements. Davis says depending on the severity of the impact, the pothole can also cause damage to your wheel, chassis, and body, which of course could cause damage to your wallet.
You could be talking about $50 to $60. You could be talking about well over $1,000. It just depends on the severity, again, of the impact when the vehicle hits the pothole.
Now, Dolan suggests to avoid potholes whenever possible, but if you hit a pothole and you think it has caused damage to your vehicle, Dolan says do not hesitate to take it to a certified mechanic.
Now, an update on a story we served to you last night. The proposed Alberta tennis facility is raising some questions of whether this is an appropriate use of land in the tornado-ravaged neighborhood. And one of the major debates surrounding this multi-million-dollar project, whether the community would actually benefit. WVUA's Travis Leader has more.
Local tennis player Alan Cunningham says these courts would spark a newfound growth in Tuscaloosa tennis.
We've got a lot of members, a lot of people that want to play, and we're having to turn some of them away to Birmingham leagues because we don't have the courts here in Tuscaloosa.
But when some local residents heard the news, they were shocked the city would make such an investment.
I didn't think it'd make any sense to build that kind of, place for here, and we need more, need other things.
But Cunningham believes the tennis courts would in turn court new businesses to the Alberta area.
With the business impact we're going to have, with the economic impact we're going to have with major tournaments coming into town, I think you're going to see a growth in Alberta City that you probably wouldn't have if that money were put into something minor over there.
Little says priority number one should be building back homes for the community.
They don't even have homes to go in now, so, I think they would rather have some place to live rather than have a place to go play.
The funding is yet to be secured, as the Tuscaloosa City Council and Tuscaloosa County Commission must financially commit to the complex. In Tuscaloosa, Travis Leader, WVUA News.
The first phase of this proposed project is currently being introduced to the city and county and would involve a total of 13 tennis courts, but Cunningham hopes to eventually double the facility's size.
Reports of dirty water at some businesses in the intersection of McFarland and 15th Street concerned some people and left them wondering if their water was affected. Today, an Alabama Health Department official told WVUA the so-called dirty water some people may have experienced had nothing to do with contamination, but was caused by construction work around the intersection. Officials say normal sediment is being stirred up in pipes below the surface, and that is making some water discolored. Construction work has been ongoing at the busy intersection for a number of weeks. To find out if your drinking water is safe, you can call the EPA's Safe Drinking Water Hotline at 1-800-426-4791.
Your chance to help fight crime in West Alabama. Information you have may be that missing link investigators need to find a suspect. Here now, this week's Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted.
Hello, my name is Ted Sexton, the Sheriff of Tuscaloosa County. Thanks to your help and WVUA, 2 more captures in this week's Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted. Jamie Kyle Helton was arrested on the charge of unlawful manufacturing of a controlled substance and other charges. Tavares McSham was arrested on the charge of failure to comply with the Sex Offender Notification Act. Now we need your help this week in finding more of Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted. Walter Eddie White is wanted on the charge of unlawful manufacturing of a controlled substance in the first degree. He's a white male, 55 years of age, 5'10", 170 pounds, brown hair, blue eyes, and was last known to be living on Eastern Valley Road in McCullough. Christopher Bernard Campbell is wanted on the charge of assault in the second degree. He's a black male, 30 years of age, 5'6", 130 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes, last known to be living on 10th Avenue in Tuscaloosa. Xavier Richard Powell is wanted on the charge of failure to comply with the Sex Offender Notification Act, receiving stolen property, and other charges. He's a black male, 24 years of age, 5'6", 130 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, and last known to be living on 28th Street in Tuscaloosa. If you have any information on these, as well as others wanted by the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office, please call us at 205-464-8672 or go to our website at www.tcsoal.org. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And working together, we'll continue to make Tuscaloosa County a safer place to live.
It's a day many Alabama fans have been waiting for. Tickets to see the Tide play are starting to arrive at front doors.
That's right, Tamika. And WVUA's Jennifer Edwards had a really neat assignment today. She got to spend the entire day delivering tickets along with the UPS, and she met some pretty pumped up fans along the way.
UPS service provider LeVan Jackson has been delivering University of Alabama football tickets for 24 years. He says when Bama fans see him, it's always the same reaction.
Well, I'm thrilled to death. I'm thrilled to death to have my tickets.
It's just really exciting. Looking forward to the fall football season.
We all look forward to it. Very exciting.
Most people are excited. Like I said, we pull up with honk to horn, and people tend to come out, meet us, you know, if they can hear us. If not, like we knock on the door, and they're always excited to get the football tickets.
Amanda Peenick is the oldest tenured faculty member at the University of Alabama, and she says she still gets excited when this day comes around.
I've been waiting on him, and I was hopeful that he would come when I was here, because if I'm not, you don't get your tickets.
What are you looking forward to most about this season?
Winning. I'm very, very fond of the game and of the coach and of the players. And I don't know any of them personally. I just know that I love Alabama football.
For Rebecca Rothman, having the tickets means time to spend with her family.
But we live very close to the stadium, so it's always really fun to walk down to the quad, and we often go to the games, and my son is, I'm sure, I have a 7-year-old son. He's very excited to go to the games.
Jackson says by the end of his shift, he will have delivered 138 sets of Alabama football tickets. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
And speaking of UA football, city leaders are planning a new communications process for home games. The Chamber of Commerce of West Alabama, the Tuscaloosa Sports and Tourism Commission, and Tuscaloosa 311 are teaming up to get information out to everyone. Officials tell us each division of the city will hold a conference call during the week of the games to share information about the upcoming football game weekend, like kickoff time, events going on during the weekend, and restaurants or shops to visit in the area. The information will be dispersed throughout the city and social media.